All right, here we go. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, rock stars. Great to be with you here today. A beautiful Tuesday, and it's Trey Day at that. So we have from 11 to 12 this next hour. We have open coaching, gang. I'm here to help you with any questions, any hurdles, anything you're encountering. That's going to set us for 12 o'clock when Trey comes on live. That is going to be an ecom specific session. Ecom questions only when Trey goes live at 12, but we have some time before then, and I love it. I see hands across the board. So let's get right into it, gang. Jonathan, you're going to be first. Then we'll go Warwick and Doug. How are we, sir?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
Fantastic. How can I help today?
Well, we beefed up the lead magnet offer, and we're having trouble figuring out where we got those URL links. So
Yep.
when they put in their email, then they get sent an email. So let me go ahead and share my screen.
Yep. I think you'll have to ask for permissions. Let's see what it does.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Maybe it worked this time.
Share.
Sweet.
Okay, and nope, not that one. This one here. So this is the email. And we were looking to attach it. So there's an ebook and a checklist. Can you see my screen?
I can, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so what did we want to do? Make those two images clickable so they can click the image and get the thing?
Yeah, for direct download, last time you walked me through it, and I just can't remember how I did it since I've changed it, and I want to make sure they get the new stuff, not the old stuff.
Cool. Great questions. Let's go. You have a couple ClickFunnels tabs open. That's perfect. Let's go to one of your other tabs. We'll stay here in our email for this one. What's that right tab? Oh, community. Just open up a new browser tab, Jonathan, and go to myclickfunnels.com.
ClickFunnels.com.
Bingo. All right, great. Let's go to your assets. That'll be bottom left, workspace settings. And then my assets on the left. Yup, perfect. Okay. Is that the image ones that I'm seeing right there at the top? Are those the new ones?
Are the first two on the left the new ones? Come look over here, because you have the one with the thing that you added as well. So it's these two, right?
Yeah, these are the two images.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these first two right
are
here.
those the lead magnets themselves?
No, it's images, so those would be under downloads. So these.
Oh, of course. She's a genius. So are those top two, are those the lead
Yes.
magnets themselves?
Yes.
Okay, great. Let's copy one of those URLs. So click into either of them. Let's start with your ebook. I'm sorry, I'm just able to read this now. Beautiful. Ebook and a checklist. So right here, let me get, of course, my tool disappears on me. Under the name of the file and to the right, you're going to see a red trash can.
Yep.
And to the right of that is a copy button. Now that you uploaded your lead magnet as a download, we give it a URL so you can share it over the internet. That is to copy the URL. So click that, and then we'll go back to your email. You can actually just go to your other tab. Stay right here. Yeah. Okay, which of those is the ebook or the checklist? I think we did.
Let me double check since I did
Go
the
ahead and
ebook.
click in. Let's start with that. Yep, ebook.
So it's this one here.
Great. Click that image. On the right-hand side now, it's going to be, I think, just below. It's going to be action.
Yeah.
This one.
When they click that image, where do they get taken? So highlight all that. Just click it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Highlights everything. Remove it. I like to hit backspace to make sure that there's nothing there. You're blank. Now paste. Bingo.
That was it, huh?
Yep, and we'll do the same thing real quick for the other one. This won't take long. Let's go to that rightmost browser tab.
Okay. Here, you do the scrolling since you were so upset yesterday you couldn't find it. She was working so hard about it, like tears were coming to her. I was like, it's okay. We'll just
Well, I
ask Andre
appreciate it.
tomorrow.
That's great for me to note because maybe we just need to make that button a little bigger and make it a little bit easier for you to understand what it is. All you have to do is click that button. Bingo, downloaded. Look at her flying.
That one, yeah. on the bottom.
Absolutely. Yup. Bingo.
Click it 3 times. Oh, well, bam, there you go.
Yeah, I just use Control A.
Yeah, I don't have all those shortcuts like you. I use a mouse.
Okay. And then also the other one is we have, oops, I'm scrolling from a strange angle. So this right here, originally this had been a link also, but I don't necessarily want it to be a link. Do you think that we should keep this be a link here or just let that be part of the sentence?
So this is a great question. I'm a huge fan of over delivering on my fulfillment as much as I am my products. It just drives me nuts to have to sit around answering support tickets all day from an email that didn't give people the thing that they wanted. So personally, I'm a huge fan of giving people the things in all the ways. So whether they like to click hyperlinks or images or buttons or any of it, I like having it there.
Hit back.
Now you have your text say, click the image here. And I would just make it say, click here to download. And then that would be all my hyperlink text is. Just click here. Yep.
Okay. And now this one, I'm only going to be able to put in one URL.
Correct.
So,
in that hyperlink for that text.
Sure. So should I choose the ebook? Should I make 2 hyperlinks in this sentence? Like maybe make no.
There is the question. Great questions. You guys are very smart. What I would do is I would remove the hyperlink from there, and I would give customers specific, clear instructions on what to do. So me personally, I would make this a 2-column row. I would have my headline just like you have there in a 1-column row. Congratulations, you did the thing. And then I think we can make 2-column rows. My brain is blanking. Do me a favor, click cancel. Go to your rows, top right. Yeah, so here's what I would use. It's 4 down, one more below that, just a 50-50. There you go. So I would have my top headline text, and that would be thanking them, confirming and affirming the action they just did. Congratulations. You have access to the, sorry, my screen's just really far, ebook and checklist, right? So that'd be my main headline. Then below, I'd put that 2-column row. Actually, excuse me, before even the row, I would tell them the instructions. I would say, click the images or buttons below to claim both of your things, your checkbook, ebook, and your checklist. Then I'd have the 2-column row. Then I would have in each column itself, headline, image, paragraph, button. It would go headline, which is the title of the lead magnet. I know you have your image, but still, we're going to put the words down so we don't have support requests. Title of the thing, image, cover image of the thing. Cover image is clickable and goes to the URL. Paragraph, just going to be a short blurb that is a description of the thing, and then it can also say, or click the button below. And then a button right below that goes to the same link. So whether they click the image, whether they click the button, doesn't matter. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yep. Absolutely.
Nice.
Yep. That's all we had. We just couldn't figure out that one little thing. And she was really trying and she had tears in her eyes. And I was like, it's okay.
Yeah, because we've had we're getting people to the funnel, but we've only had one opt-in.
Yeah.
How many people to the funnel?
1,800?
Yeah.
1,800 to the funnel?
Yeah.
Oh, we need to go look at the funnel. Let's go see what's going on here. Just use that rightmost browser tab.
Oh, yeah, that's where it was.
Nice.
Here. Boom. Boom.
Yeah, so we have a split test on here now. We were trying to figure.
Yeah, we did make some changes. So we watched the the videos on the clarity to try to determine where they were clicking off at.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like almost immediately, like not even 1 second. It's like there and they're gone. And so,
Okay, that leads me to two things. As soon as we see that, number one, congruency. How are you getting people here? Is it ads?
yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
so congruency from the ad to the funnel. If somebody clicks an ad and they go to the funnel and they immediately leave the funnel, typically that's because the ad and the funnel are not congruent, either in design or in copy. So if you have like message A on your ad, you're saying one thing in the ad and they go to the funnel and the headline is saying something different, that is going to be a huge reason people would drop off. And then just simple design. If your ad is green and vibrant and lifey, but then they go to the funnel and the funnel is black and not vibrant and dark, well, that's not congruent. And then a confused mind always says no. They're like, what did I click on? Where did I go? I don't know. I just go back and leave.
gotcha.
So let's go take a look at your funnel.
Which one?
Here,
I'm
this is-
seeing 24 page views, 27 page views on each page, and this is probably just from the recent split test. You just started this split test, right?
Those seem to just be from this morning because yesterday they were at like 60 and 59.
Yeah, so I guess
Right.
every morning it updates.
Yes, it will. So let me scroll down really quick and let me just see your thank you page. Oh, okay. Remind me of the build then. It's going to a VSL. Keep going.
And that's
That's
it. It's just privacy policy and terms.
In terms. Cool. Okay. Take me into one of your funnels. One of your split tests, excuse me. Mm-hmm.
And
Okay. 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 Keep going. Sorry, go back up. Let me see those top two FAQs. Uh-huh. Okay. Mm-hmm. And footer. Okay. Let's go to the top. Let's look through, Jonathan. I like your mock-up to the right. That looks awesome. It really makes it tangible straight away. So I'm looking at headlines now. Top left, tired of door knocking? Turn cold leads into qualified prospects fast. That's a nice header there. We can talk more about it in the future, but it's nice for now. Stop wasting time door knocking. Bring leads straight to you with a sales funnel. Well, now we've introduced a new hurdle. Now we've introduced a new burden. Is sales funnels. What if your customers don't know sales funnels? Or what if your customers have tried sales funnels before and been burnt out? So as I'm seeing people coming to the page and leaving immediately, I'm imagining in my mind, Jonathan, it's this headline right here. Let's
This
keep
one right
going
here?
though. Yep, click the button and enter your email to get the ebook and checklist sent to your inbox. We don't need to mention enter your email here at all. It'll just say click the button. Then what I'm really seeing is my deliverable. What are they going to get out of this? It's not clear yet. Right? Tired of door knocking. Turn cold leads into qualified prospects fast. Well, that is what door knocking is. Door knocking is getting in front of cold leads and turning them into qualified prospects. So where's the differentiator? How is your thing different? Like Russell likes to teach about it. What's your unique vehicle? How do you get them out of door knocking? What is the thing? Stop wasting time Let me get him in here. Stop wasting time door knocking. Bring leads straight to you with a sales funnel. Oh, I tried sales funnels before. They didn't work for me. What's a sales funnel? I don't know. A confused mind always says no, leaves. Click the button and enter your email to get the ebook and checklist sent to your inbox. And then we get to the ebook and checklist. We need to come up with a name for our thing. What is it? Our ebook and checklist. When you put those things together, it is the lead magnet. What's the name of your lead magnet, Jonathan? Have you come up with that yet?
No.
So we want to come up with a cool name for our thing. And it's just the name of our framework, because that's really what your lead magnet is. It's your framework for these people to start getting a specific result. So what we really want this to say is click the button and enter your email to get the
something framework.
Yeah, well, maybe, or system,
or system
program, you know. So it'd be like click the button and enter your email to get the Jonathan's Secret Roofers program completely for free.
Jumpstart program.
Yeah, the Roofers Jumpstart program, 100%. Absolutely. The Roofers Jumpstart secrets you could do. The Roofers Jumpstart frameworks, you could do that as well, right?
Ooh,
and then it's just all the marketing of it is all about follow the proven frameworks that are working in the industry right now today to eliminate door knocking and get 5 times as many leads. You know,
some more clarity with the goal. So we have more clarity on the who, but now we just need more clarity on the goal that they will receive.
Yes. What is the outcome they're going to get? And this funnel is going to paint that picture of the outcome they want to receive, right? Yeah. So we want to paint the outcome of, you know, whether it's you yourself doing the work or you have a team of people, you can put your feet up and relax because they have the right system and they're working faster than your competition. Yes, we need to paint the desired outcome for them that they can see themselves in. And that's really just by coming up with the name of your thing and having deliverables. Instead of just calling it, get the ebook and checklist, come up with a name for what is the ebook and a checklist. And then what are they going to get from it? Are they going to get more leads? Are they going to be more efficient with their work? Are they going to get more ROI? Are they going to master advertising so that they can get a leg up on their Like, what is the thing that they're going to get out of it?
What is the thing?
Nice. And then if we move over to the right, you have get your free checklist now. Well, it's not just a checklist. You also have the ebook. So another reason we need to come up with a name for our bundle, a catchy name that is going to make our roofers want to get this thing. Down below, click the button below and enter your email and get the ebook and checklist sent to your inbox. We've already said that just over to the left. So we're just doubling up what we're saying again. Just change that text. Instead of click the button below, enter your email and get the ebook and checklist. Paint the picture right here. Yes, paint the picture right there. Get in front of 5 times as many customers immediately without changing a thing. Or get in front of double your customer, double your reach without any ad spend. You know, double your reach without having to run ads. Double your reach without changing anything. Double your reach with this one simple tweak to your system. Let's paint the picture for them.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I love that.
Nice. All right, let's keep going. And then your buttons too. Your buttons say get your free ebook and checklist to building your first funnel. They don't care about the funnel. That's the vehicle. And by saying that, we're actually putting work in front of them. Oh, so now I have to build a funnel and I have to do all this work to do this thing. We don't want that. This is ease. This is fast. This is a quick trip. So when you come up with a bundle name, it'll be get your Jonathan's frameworks and get leads fast. Get your Jonathan's frameworks and reclaim your time.
Yeah, that I like that one a lot because even in the ad, I talked about that. Like you don't have enough time to continue door knocking once you've built out a pipeline because you're servicing all the people.
There we go.
So how do you continue to get leads if you're busy servicing the other people?
There we go. So, Jonathan, you guys, I want you to start batching it out by the hundreds. Every
Okay.
100 people that go to your funnel, start tweaking these headlines, start tweaking this messaging. Maybe you want to lean into time where they can get their time back for free. Maybe you want to lean into, I forgot what you just said. It
It's
was
hard to it's hard to continue door knocking once you've built a pipeline because you're busy taking care and servicing the people you have
yes.
in your pipeline.
Yes, that's right. So if play with the messaging after
Mhm.
batches of 100, if you get 100 people to the funnel and you don't get anybody to opt in, it might just be still a tweak on that same line of
Sure.
buy back your time. So try that. And then batches of hundreds. If you can't get that to work, then switch it over to your pipeline is broken. Don't fix
Okay.
it. Get a new one, right? 100. It's all just messaging at this point.
Sure. Sure.
Cool. Let's keep looking.
Okay. Do you want to see the other one?
Uh,
The other split test?
no, they're both going to be very similar, aren't they?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep looking down. Yeah, so hot leads and easy closings, 100%. Okay. Yeah, coming up with a name for your thing would be so much better right there too. Just be like, here, what is the system? Just a little bit of information about the lead magnets themselves, because you don't really have any info about the checklist. What's on the checklist? What are they going to get? When they do the checklist, what is it going to help them to achieve? And then the ebook, what's inside the ebook? How many pages is it? How long is my time commitment to be able to read this ebook and learn this information, right? I would rather see that, more information about the lead magnet and what it is going to help them achieve, rather than what we have there, which is kind of just like saying, I know who you are. That's good to have, but remember, they're roofers. And right now they're trying to figure out how to get more leads and make more money. So that's what I'm trying to get into the conversation of. And just by walking them through my lead magnet, hey, this checklist is going to ensure that you have this and this and this and this, because you need these things to be able to succeed. Just simple changes here. This will not be hard for you. Your FAQs I liked a lot. You have two at the bottom about free. What's in it for you if this is free, and if this is really free, what's the catch? That's a good start for now. As we get better results here and people are looking more through the page, clarity will start to show you if that's working or not. And then if it's not, we'll just tweak it out. And I would only have one FAQ about the whole free thing. But this is really good to start. I don't see any problems here. Let's keep moving. Click the button below and enter your email to get the free ebook and checklist. Again, we need a cool, flashy name. It's a system. It's a process. It's a proven process. So once you come up with the name, that'll change everything. Your button down there is different than all the other buttons. It just says ebook and checklist. It doesn't say click here to get like the rest of your buttons do. So once you come up with the terminology and language on those buttons, make sure all of your buttons are clean and the same all throughout.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it,
Yeah.
man. This is really just messaging, Jonathan. You guys are doing a great job getting a lot of people to the funnel. I want to see, as a benchmark, I want to see about a 30% conversion rate on your opt-in funnels.
Okay.
They can definitely get up to 50, 60, 70%. Once we get above 70%, I start to get nervous. I can walk you through that later on. But I want to see, as a benchmark, we can even make it 20%. I want to see 30, but 20% is a decent start. So start running batches of 100 as you get people looking at your funnel. And if you get 100 people to the funnel and only 10 opted in, that's a 10% conversion rate. That's good, but we need to keep split testing. We can continue to grow these results.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to work on this. And are we having the afternoon session today?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. Hopefully I could get this work done before then. And it's already live. It's running. It's on the interwebs. It's out there.
Cool.
So we're just making changes, trying to make it better. We've been looking at the clarity, looking at the where they're dropping off, what they're looking at. We've tweaked this already. There's a couple of times like, that's not a little bit, and we did a little bit of things to it, but clearly we have some more stuff to do. But yeah, we're getting there.
Well, this is Jonathan, this is something I see a million times a day. This is just the simple messaging of how do I speak to many. It's a skill. It's a craft, and you guys are literally perfect in doing what you're doing right now, because everybody in the universe has done what you're doing right now. They put a funnel out there and they had to learn how to match the messaging to the market and get the funnel converting, and you're literally on the same track as Russell Brunson himself. So you guys are doing really great.
Awesome. Like it.
Awesome. That sounds great, guys. I'll look forward to it later this afternoon.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
You got it, man. Oh, before I let you go too, one thing I really like doing nowadays, we're in the days of AI. So you have Dante AI, don't you?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
We've been using
Uh,
them.
Great. I'm a huge fan of, I saw you had Barnum on your browser. So I'm a huge fan of taking a full page screenshot of my actual funnel page itself, and then I'll take it over to ChatGPT and I'll upload that image. And I'll say, hey, I'm running a lead funnel right now. I've had 1,800 people go to the funnel and I've only had one opt-in. I need to start increasing my conversions on this page. What should I do? And it'll give you great recommendations. It'll look at the entire page. It'll break it down. And then you can go back to Dante AI. So let's say ChatGPT does say to you, we should have a section on the page that breaks down the lead magnets themselves and what's inside the lead magnets and how it's going to help your business owners achieve their goals. If it says that, then you can take that to Dante AI and say, help me create this section about my product. And then I'll write all the copy for you.
I didn't know we could do that.
Oh yeah. I'm a
tried
huge fan.
looking at the Barnum and I was like, I don't really understand this. I was like, okay, let me focus on something else right now that's more productive.
Oh yeah, inside a Barnum. Do I have mine handy?
Uploaded a picture of the
Yeah, I
funnel
do.
to Dante AI.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and Dante AI went through it, and that's how we came up with the words that are currently on the B funnel.
Oh, so I'm getting updates. We on the B funnel, which is the one we just looked at, we took the images and we did upload it to Dante AI. And this is some of the stuff that Dante has told us to implement, some of the stuff we have on here.
Sick. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know we could upload right to him now. That's really cool. I love that.
Yeah,
She's saying Dante told me to.
Oh, amazing. So now Dante I is trained on 108 split tests by Russell Brunson. That's Russell's favorite 108 split test. Feel free to go in there and say, I need you to act as my split testing expert. My CRO is what that's called, Conversion Rate Optimizer.
CRO.
Yep. I need you to act as my CRO. We ran your split test and didn't get any results, no conversions. What should we test next? And he'll be your split testing expert too.
Sweet.
Nice. Hey, here's how to use Barnum. It's an amazing tool. I want everybody to know how. If you go to your browser, let's say you find a page that you want to hack, maybe I'm all in. You can click on Barnum. And then you can go and hit full page. This is now going to take a full page screenshot of the page itself. This will not take long. Here he goes. Barnum goes across the screen and we know we're doing big things. Nice. Now I have that screenshot captured. And here it is. Here's that screenshot. I like Barnum because everything always stays here in my account. I can make folders and I can get everything really clean and organized. It's way better than just images on my computer because I'm a terrible organizational strategist. So everything gets lost and I forget what I named it and I never find it again. It's just a madhouse. So I'm a huge fan of Barnum. I don't know why this isn't loading. It's probably just my internet. Maybe I can reload right now.
Sure.
But anyway, it took a full page screenshot. There's another tool you could use, which is called this. It's called Go Full Page. So if you go to any page, you can hit your Go Full Page. It's just a browser extension. Manja, Pac-Man goes across. Now I have an entire full page screenshot. I can just download that to my computer, upload that to Dante AI, and he'll be my split testing expert. Yep.
So go full page. Just type it in the browser and it knows what it is.
Yeah, well, it's a Chrome extension you have to download, but yeah, type
Okay.
in Go Full Page Chrome extension. You'll find a download page, add it, rocking and rolling.
Chrome extension. Perfect. Awesome. Well, let's get Doug and Warwick in there before Trey comes in. So I know they got some questions. You always helpful. Love it. I will see you in the afternoon session for sure.
Sounds great, Jonathan. Looking forward to it.
Thanks.
All right, Warwick is next. How we doing, my man?
Hey, hi Dante. Hi, thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, let me just share. I just wanted your help or insight on something new. So, yeah, previously we've been talking about the mid-career transition stuff, and the podcast is going to get released tomorrow. So we're just sort of getting ready to chop up some. So I'm going to use Taja to chop up the podcast and sort of like create lots of shorts.
Sure, I've heard good things about that.
Yeah, I'm having a bit of trouble with it right now, actually. But we'll see. People rate it, so I'm just having trouble with part of the processing, but we're working on that.
If you have too
And
much of a hard time, Opus is also really good.
Okay, all right, we'll have a look at that. It seems quite simple. It's just not fully processing. It gets stuck at 98% a couple of times, so it's we'll see.
Interesting. Opus will not do that, but I've heard good things about Taja. Maybe it'll work.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, or maybe it's something on my end. So, like, once that's out, I'll sort of use that to put people, to direct people back into the funnel, and that's not really my main focus. So I was sort of thinking, now I've gone through this process of creating a funnel and the lead squeeze and that sort of thing. So what I'd like your help on is something that's more of a core offering for me, which is executive leadership communication. So I want to use this as a lead squeeze, to have people set meetings with me, so that I can it's quite a high priced product, but it's a corporate product, so it's a business to business sale. So one thing I just want to do sometimes, when I have a look at the funnels, they're sort of a bit wild and out there, sort of in the claims, and I get that. That's the hook. But I sort of think for a lot of corporate, if you're selling to corporates, I think sometimes you have to tone that down a bit to a degree. So I just wanted to just run you through this and just help me, just as I'm going to go in and start getting that funnel ready, just to sort of like think about what the tone might be, for this kind of service. So I've done a lot of work today, sort of just going back with ChatGPT, with Dante at the end as well. So this is basically targeted at executives in companies who need to do high stakes presentations. So it could be investor meetings, could be road shows, it could be town halls, it could be talking to customers. So it's any time a leader is standing up in public speaking, either internally at a town hall or externally with investors or clients. And the basic pain points is your leaders are always speaking, but are they landing? Right. So, what if they're too wordy? What if they're not engaging people? What if they're uninspiring? They're unclear, they're off message? Those are three really important things. Not clear, not inspiring, off message. So those are sort of the three really important key points. So that's kind of the hook. Those are the pain points. And
yeah, you're perfect. I've seen so many of these offers, Warwick. You're following the framework beautifully. The only bullet that I'm not seeing, I would expect to see, is buy-in. Buy-in from investors, but also buy-in to the new ideas, to the new concepts, to the new culture. You need buy-in externally and buy-in internally. And if you don't present your thing well, if you have the best idea in the world, but you don't present it in the way that people can understand and buy into, then it's going to fall flat. And how many great ideas have died because we haven't had buy-in? So you're hitting all the notes beautifully. And then, so what? You're going to hit them with an audit.
Yeah, so the idea is there'll be this sort of hook, and then come for an executive impact audit. So I'm still kind of working out what exactly that would be. I think it has to be. I think it has to be a live call, to a degree. I'm not sure how
I think you
standardized
do
that
the
should
first.
be.
I think you do the first one live, Warwick, and then you
Yeah.
just take that recording, and it becomes automated and evergreen.
Right. Right.
And so you can still position it as a master class or a presentation or, a master audit or whatever. You can still present it that way, like join the master class because you did it live with people. And if you do a Q&A at the end, that's in the recording. So I
Yeah.
would do the first one live and then evergreen that.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
This is sort of just this is the actual service itself, so I don't need to go through that. But I kind of feel I'm like going back and forward. Like I really like this. Sort of came up with a high stakes speaker lab.
Mm.
Sort of that's the offering,
Yeah,
in
it's a
terms of
great name.
this is yeah. So this is the sort of thing because I like the idea of high stakes because that sort of gives me a bit of like a positioning in the market. It's not just any presentation; it's like the ones that matter. And
And
for
what
the
great
one,
messaging too, because when a leader gets up to speak, the stakes are the highest they've ever been. Whether they're speaking to external investors to keep the company growing, or whether they're speaking to their internal teams to get them to understand the mission and get alignment, it is the highest of stakes we could possibly have. That's great
yeah,
messaging.
yeah. And then if something's high stakes and thing, maybe they'd pay for that service, right?
Oh yeah,
Um, so so basically, like the outcomes that you're always sort of hammering on about, what are they going to get? What are the outcomes?
yeah.
What are they? So calm, confident, commanding executive voice, messing agility under pressure, presence that moves people. That was kind of what you were saying there about the buy-in. Maybe we could make that more explicit.
Hmm.
Repeatable habits that support consistent high stakes performance. So those are a few of them there.
I would just come up with a name for each thing there.
Yeah.
A confident, calm, and commanding executive voice. That's
Mhm.
tonality. So I would just
Mhm.
have tonality. Like as I'm seeing it in my mind, you have a stack. You have your main headline where that your main headline would say tonality or executive tonality, a good word to it. And then down
Yeah.
below that would be subtext. And then it would say a confident, calm, and commanding executive voice. The next one,
Right.
messaging agility under pressure. Oh, that's going to be the presentation accelerator. So again, headline: presentation accelerator, messaging agility under pressure, uh, presence that moves people across cultures and contexts. So that would be realistically just your presence. Come on, brain, let's get a good word for your presence. We can call that stage authority. Stage authority, presence that moves people across cultures and contexts. And then repeatable habits that support consistent high stakes performance. And that's going to be the success habits playbook. Right? Repeatable habits that support consistent high state. And that's how I see it down across. So you have a name for the skill that they're going to have. You give it a good name. And that's part of your system. So you have a name,
Right.
and then below that, the subtext that's saying what the thing actually is.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Nice. But
Sounds
that's
good.
literally perfect.
Okay. This is just a bit of detail about the program itself, so I don't think I need to go into that too much
Yeah.
at this point. Um, but it's amazing how quickly, like just going back and forward with ChatGPT, it's amazing how quickly you can come up with, frameworks and content, and I really went through this. This is all just today, really. Got a proposal off the back of it. So one of the tracks is going to be called the Strategic Speaker Sprint, or it's probably the high stakes speaker sprint. So I got that. That's quite a good way of doing it. But the funnel. So I came up with sort of a funnel here. I think this one was a ChatGPT type funnel, headline, subheadline. So maybe we can sort of flesh this out a little bit. It seems a little bit skimpy. Just going through what it's there. That was the ChatGPT one. Then I went to
That's
Dante.
perfect. It's
You like
so
that?
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean that's great. That's all the big sections right there. That's a
Right.
great starting point for this.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
But it really comes down to, Warwick, how are you going to sell this? Are you going to sell this with like a VSL page? What's the funnel you're going to use? What's the process you're going to use? Are you going to use a webinar funnel?
You know, I'm not sure. I'm going to join that webinar that Russell and the other fella is doing this week about the evergreen webinars, just on your point there, to see if that's something that might be helpful. But I found that a lot of these types of things, they don't sell without a personal touch, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be good to sort of have a video, maybe it's something really short. I can't imagine putting a webinar, like a 60-minute webinar up. I just don't think people have got the
Well,
time or the interest for that.
it looks to me like this is going to be a $5,000 product.
Oh, at least.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So you're
multiple
right.
thousands.
People
Yeah,
do need a personal touch. You know, I have a friend who
yeah,
sells multi-million-dollar airplanes. He doesn't make a dime in the funnel. He uses a funnel for
yeah,
lead acquisition, gets them on a
right.
call, and he makes that sale offline.
Yeah,
But for you, a $5,000 product, it's a great price point to sell in a webinar. So, like you mentioned, the
okay,
personal touch. I think you're absolutely right. I think a high converting webinar that follows the perfect webinar secrets, that knocks over the one domino, that one domino being your executives need to know how to speak properly so they can get the buy in they need to achieve the vision that you have that they're trying to enact, right? Like, that's perfect webinar. And
right.
that's what we teach in the expert track of the training. This product lines up beautifully with running webinars.
Okay, okay.
You could
Yeah,
run an
yeah,
appointment booking
yeah.
funnel, right? And
Right,
like maybe you could run like the lead funnel of, you know, each week I help three executives. Each week I help three executives master their speaking, or each week I do audits with three executives.
right.
Opt in here to receive your audit. They opt in, and then it takes them to a page that says, "Hey, we've already chosen our contestants for the next couple weeks. But if you'd like to fast track your success, click the button below, and you can book a private booking with Warwick himself." Right? So it would
Yeah,
just be a lead funnel to get them into a calendar where now you're dealing with executives and people who do want to fast track their success. So you put them to an appointment, they book a time with you, and you hit them with the sales pitch and sell. You could do that,
right.
but that's not scalable. That's not like, as I look at the next year, that's like short-term success. You know,
Mm,
short-term gain, long-term fail, whatever they say. This is a webinar through and through, Warwick, all day. This should be sold on a webinar.
yeah. Do you think though? So I take that on. I take that on. I know what you were saying that before about the scaling, and you're absolutely right. You know, when you sort of look at coaching, for example, and you start to say, okay, well, look, if 50 people signed up, then I need 200 hours a week to do this or something. You know, it's like, yeah, I get that. I totally get that. But I just think for now that maybe we could sort of like for a few months do the appointment booking approach. And then as you're speaking to people, you're sort of getting more to grips with the pain points, right? Maybe you can get a bit more granular on the domino, right? What exactly is it, the domino for the kind of people that I'm reaching out to? Because I've got to be honest, like, I used to do this a lot, but I've been out of like the job market for about 5 or 6 years, right? Looking after my daughter. So I'm getting back into this, right? So I sort of feel like I don't have the super authority that I might have done when I was sort of like really in the game. And I
Mm-hmm.
sort of feel like I'm just getting back into it right now. And I can very quickly, I'll very quickly be able to pinpoint and fine tune, right? Because I know what I'm looking for. But I sort of feel now to put a 60-minute webinar together, I think that's such an investment of time that it might not land. And I think I'd be much better to churn through like my database, trying to activate people, sort of, get them interested, remind them of the things I did, get them into this funnel. And then as I'm getting people in and booking appointments and talking to them and using the sort of the ideas here, in terms of going through the hook and the story and the pain points, and I'm kind of going through the script, but I'm doing that in a way that I can then, yeah, maybe after 3 or 6 months, I can say, yeah, I think I've got it down now. I know exactly what 80% of people here are looking for. Let's put this into a webinar, and then let's automate it to a degree. how does that sound as a sort of just general strategy?
Sounds like busy work. It sounds like a bunch of busy work that makes us feel like we're running our business and doing really important things that are going to help our growth, but it doesn't sound productive. Because here's the thing, Warwick, your sale. Do you have a sales script that you know converts? Like, if you can get somebody to book an appointment, do you know, like, man, I'm going to be, if I can get 10 people to book an appointment, I'm going to convert 3 of them. Do you have that script?
I used to have something like that. Yeah,
Okay, nice. So
I could work on.
that's a decent little
Yeah,
starting point. But this feels like the kind of thing that business owners do to try and make it feel like we're being super productive, but it's a shiny object. It's just a bridge. It's just something in our way. It is the woman with the red dress. I would like to see you, Warwick, come up with your presentation because remember, we have to have a goal that we're trying to get to. And once we have that goal, then we only do things that are in alignment with that goal. So what's your goal, Warwick? Like what's your real goal this year? Are you trying to just get your first couple clients? If that's the real true goal, then that's fine. We can run an
yeah,
appointment booking funnel. We can go through our database, we can bring people into our script, we can take a month, we can cut our teeth, we can hone the script in till people are finally starting to buy. We could do that, but my fear with that is what happens after a month. We've churned through the database. Now we finally have a script that's starting to work and we're starting to feel some confidence in, but we've churned through our database. And now I need to go get more customers to bring into this appointment booking funnel that I just spent the whole month getting this process rocking and rolling. But now I'm back to lead generation. When in all reality, I should have just taken that month. I should have built my webinar funnel. So now if I'm only worried about lead generation at the end of the day, then I can run my people to the webinar funnel. And while I'm running people to a webinar funnel, which I only do once a week on Thursdays, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I can open up the appointment booking. So I'd like to see you reverse it, Warwick. I'd like to see you start, and really it comes down to what's your goal. If
yeah,
your goal is to make 6 figures this year, you can realistically do it with either.
right, right,
But like an appointment
yeah,
booking funnel, if you want to make 6 figures a year on an appointment booking funnel, you're going to have a serious content strategy. You're going to leverage social media tremendously. You're going to have 3 posts a day. You're going to do that for 365 days a year to build up your community and your reach. You're also going to have paid ads running on a side of that to just reaffirm the organic content that you have. You're going to make high value content for executives and CEOs. That's all going to push to your appointment calendar. And you're going to do that for a whole year. And you're just going to be churning out appointments. Warwick, that gets hard. That gets hard, right? Like honestly, looking at the down the line, what happens when you have 30 hours of appointments every single week? That's
yeah,
amazing. You know, it's awesome. Congratulations. I'm stoked. But now you have 10
yeah,
free hours of your 40 and you're a CEO, so you don't just work 40, you work a ton. But now you have to go from consultation call to selling, then back to creating your organic content, staying on top of the calendar, making sure to shoot the videos. Are you doing your own editing or are you going to outsource that? Now you got to make sure the editor is staying on time so you can have the content continue to flow and not lose. It's just so much. Or we can build a webinar funnel. We can get good at ads, sending ads to a webinar funnel, and we can get good at selling in a webinar funnel, which for a high ticket guy like you is what you need anyway. You need to present just as much as the people you're trying to teach how to present. And what better way to teach people how to present than going out and being an amazing presenter doing fantastic webinars that people want to do for themselves?
yeah. Yeah, that was, I mean, Tom made a good point there in chat. Yeah, basically just run it over and over again to perfect it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
Once
good
you have
idea.
the webinar, then you're right. You can go do those consultation calls. You can take the things you're learning in those calls. It'll give you the terminology, the things, and you could use that to tweak the webinar and perfect it and get it even better 100%. But it's got to be
Okay,
webinar first, in my humble opinion.
okay. And how long do you think it would take? Because it sort of seems like at this point it sort of seems like a lot of work. Like I've seen the whole perfect webinar structure and I've seen Russell go through it. And to be honest, it seems like a lot. So
It's really not. The only thing that's
it's
a
not.
lot is the slides. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the most cumbersome part of the whole process is just coming up with your slides. But
right.
aside from that, it's really not that bad, Warwick.
Yeah, okay. Well, so what would you recommend I do? Like script it up using the template.
Yep.
Create the script first.
I would literally follow the training exactly as we have it. Russell gives you the slides. Russell gives you the scripting. It's as plug and play as it gets.
Okay. Yeah, because I experimented with using
Yeah.
Gamma.app or Gamma.ai. Like
Yep.
that, they churned out some slides amazing. Like they take your script and then they'll just churn out all the slides. It was like amazing. I was like so impressed.
So for the first one, then Warwick, you're right. I love Gamma. I'm a huge fan of Gamma, actually.
Mm,
But for the first one, um, uh, just go do the webinar live. And then,
yeah,
even if nobody shows up, like I'd almost rather that be the way that you go about this. I would
right.
almost rather you just do the webinar with nobody there. Come up with the script. Don't worry about the slides. Don't worry about any of that. Just come
Yeah,
up with the script, say it in a webinar, run through the script, take the Zoom transcript. You can bring it over to Gamma. And then if you want, you can have Gamma make you all those slides.
yeah, exactly. Okay, man. All right. Yeah, you got me thinking about it differently. But yeah, I think it makes sense because if anything, the worst thing that happens is you get really good at the pitch, right? And then when you do talk to people, when you do have appointments, then you're using that same structure, I suppose, right? You know, to talk to people.
100%. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
that's only going to lead better into your $25,000 and your $50,000 offers. So all this is going to work into itself beautifully.
Yeah, okay. I don't have those offers that high yet, but I'm working on the 12-month offer. But you know, for the level, if you get in with the sort of the executives, you know, and you charge a couple of thousand a month, like that's not outrageous for at that level, you know. So
No. Oh, no. If
yeah,
you're going to be dealing with executives,
yeah,
$50,000 packages are not crazy. You just
yeah,
have you just have a community with other like-minded executives inside of it, and then you take a trip to some beach somewhere once a year where you have some guy come in and give a motivational speech, you give a couple lessons, and boom, everybody's hanging
yeah,
out having a great time. Yeah, easy.
yeah.
Like on your track, that's the way that we go.
All right, man. I'll get to it then.
Awesome. Sounds good,
All
Warwick.
right.
Let's
Thanks,
go.
Dante. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
You got it. All right. Well, look at this. Okay, so it's 11:55, gang, and Trey is about to be here. Doug, do you have a quick question, or is it kind of involved?
It's several things. Yeah, I mean, I've got I need to do a workflow for an email. I still having problems with my picture and my layout between mobile and desktop, the sizing and the spacing, and there's a few other things too, and some questions I had that were generated by Jonathan on the call earlier. So,
Cool.
um, can I get in on the if I can get the time in my schedule today? Can I get on that 2 o'clock call? I think that's probably the best to get this looked at.
Yes, I think so. Trey is about to be here.
I understand. Yeah,
So yeah, if can you make it to the 2 o'clock, Doug?
I'll I'll work it in. Yes.
Cool. That'll be perfect.
All right. We'll see you then.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
All right, and everybody is starting to log into the stream as well. Great to have you guys in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Oscar, if you're trying to connect, the best way is just to DM. Just shoot me a Facebook message. I'm a human just like anybody else in the world. And you guys hanging out in the chat watching, please check in. Let me know, where are you watching from today? ClickFunnels is awesome. New York to Hong Kong and everywhere in between. If your business runs on leads, what we're teaching here applies to you. I get to work with people all across the world. I think it's super, super cool. So I'd love to know where you guys are watching from in the stream right now. Gang, Trey's going to be here in just a couple of minutes. And it looks like we have a little break in between. So what a great time to go grab a cup of coffee, maybe go relieve. Nice, gang. Whatever it is you would like to do, but we have a couple quick minutes here, so we'll turn the camera off for just a moment. Let's take a quick break. Get ready for this hour. We're gonna get to hang out with Trey. We'll be right back and keep it going. All right, bingo. Here we go, everybody. 12 o'clock and right on time. As always, let's get that button hit. The man never misses, Mr. On It himself. We have Trey Lewellen. Trey, how we doing, my man?
Yo, what's going on, big man?
What's crack-a-lackin'?
Dude, any guesses where I'm at?
No, hold on. Let me get you pinned like I'm supposed to. Hold on.
You probably can't. I'm in a hotel room right now.
Whoa now, where we at?
Dude, I am at the like Disneyland for e-commerce owners.
Well, where's that?
ClickFunnels headquarters.
Whoa!
I'm in Boise, Idaho. So I
Nice.
am up here chilling and gonna go say hi to everybody here in this afternoon and tomorrow. They didn't have me sign an NDA, so I don't know how much I can share or not, but basically we're just gonna record some new videos. That's pretty much what I'm gonna tell you because I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'm like, okay, so 105, Cole Trey.
Call me, man. Call me.
Man, that's awesome. I'm stoked for that.
Dude, it's gonna be awesome. I got some great stuff planned. Like at the end of the day, things are changing, man. Things are changing, and it's a beautiful thing. And we need to update the public. We need to update the community. We need to update the e-commerce people making sales online. And how do you do that? You get a microphone. You get in front of the camera, and you show up. You give them the goods so people can learn and become educated and go serve their families. Like it's a beautiful thing. So with that said, I don't know if we got funnels to look over today, but I'd love to look over some stuff and get people pumping with some sales, or answer questions, or maybe you got some stuff that you wanted to talk about. Then I'm all ears.
I think actually we do have funnels making sales, and I think we have some funnel questions. Tom, didn't you make some sales on a backpack as well?
Yeah, I made a couple sales right during the weekend, throughout the weekend.
Right. Okay, cool. Yeah, Trey, I think we got a couple funnels we can go check out, a little bit of knowledge we can learn from you. So let's do that. And then if we have some time at the end, let's talk e-com, baby.
Yeah, always.
Awesome. I see Anastasia has her hand up. Let's start there. Anastasia, how can we help?
Sorry, forgot to turn my microphone on.
It's always the hardest when somebody calls up, right? Oh, where did mute go?
Right. I do want, hi Trey, I do want him to look at my funnel to give me some suggestions from sales point of view. Yes, is it shareable? We looked at it a little bit last time, but like I said, I would like to know how I can improve it because I need to rebuild it. I did exactly how you taught us last year, but I got in the market super, super late and I had some problems and you didn't have a chance to take a look at it. So if it's possible, if you could just give me suggestions, like maybe you don't understand, like I know you have the same product kind of thing, but from point of view of customer, maybe I'm not sharing my idea correctly. Maybe I can improve something so they will actually buy it, because last year I had almost 1,000 people looking at my page and not a single sale. Nobody went to second page. So I'm not sure where my mistake was.
And Trey, I don't know if you remember this or not, but Anastasia was here last year with us. She literally has an ornament shop, and she's very much modeling your ornament that you did.
Oh, so cool. That's great. Okay. So is what we're seeing the ornament you're trying to sell?
Yes, it's one of them. I just, yes, it was like one of the ornaments I have, because our shop has about 700 designs, but I do not want to work offline anymore. So once I heard on tutorial that I can do it online, just like you do, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a great idea. Makes it so much easier.
What is your number one selling ornament?
It's different for what was inside, because in offline store sells better deer family, like when it's like actual reindeer family, and they do not do well at all online. People, on my website, but website doesn't bring a whole lot of money, but it seems like people do not have any interest in those reindeers online.
Why do you think that is?
I have no idea, honestly. but we have exactly the same top sellers every year, and we're in the business over 20 years, about 25 years.
Man, I would test that. I would start with the deer.
And why do you say that, Trey?
If it's the number one seller, the number one seller usually is the front end product we always start with. Like any business that I've ever helped, it's like that's book 101 is what we do. Like I had this I had this guy that I consulted and he had 50,000 SKUs.
Oof.
And I was like, bro, how do you have 50,000 SKUs? I was like, what do you sell? He goes, we sell belly button rings. I'm like, you have 50,000 different belly button rings. He goes, yeah. I go, what's your number one seller? He goes, this one right here. Like he knew, just like you know the deer. I said, that's the ring we start with. And I said, I'll make as much money, if not more, with that one belly button ring than you're making with 49,999 other ones.
Right. Here's my goal, because you blew me away with tutorial. You showed something like that, like what I have. And I go, oh my gosh, we spend so much time, we depend on so many circumstances to make a business when it's so much easier to go online and sell only a few.
Yeah, just sell the one. So Anastasia, I honestly would tell you, like, start with the deer.
Okay.
Do you have a picture of it?
Not handy, no.
Is it like on Etsy?
I can find, like, it will take me some time to find it on the my site. If you want to wait, or I can show it at the end of
Oh, that's right. You got a website. Go find it on your website. Like if it's hard for you to find it on the website, it might be hard for the customers to find it on the website.
Yeah, let's do a little game. What's your website, Anastasia?
santasornaments.net. Why it's not opening? Safari cannot open page because I'm not sure what's going on. Santa's.
Is it the Santa and Mrs. Claus, the couple, the deer couple?
No, I found okay, it's finally open.
So as she looks for this, Trey, I'm curious, what do you think like, as she was saying, oh, the deer are the best seller in store but not online, are you hearing, oh, we just haven't got the messaging yet, we haven't got the marketing right on that product?
I mean, what I'm hearing is it's not present. It's really hard to find. So if that's not the front facing, like on the website, when I go to santaornaments.net, is that on the front page?
No.
Nope. And that's your number one seller.
Yes.
So that should be on your front page. I know it sounds so simple when I say it, but like you're the first one I see is foxes.
Yes, it's my favorite.
That's
It's also a good. It's also a very good seller. Not a top one, but a very good seller.
Have you gone through the OFA training yet?
Yes, I watched like 3 times last year, and then I built a funnel, and then it was so late. I only had 2 weeks left, and you guys didn't have time to look through it. You gave me a few suggestions, like to add 4 upsell pages, like chickens, because a lot of people have chickens and da. But
I think what Trey is really saying is we have a customer first approach here in the One Funnel Away Challenge #ecom track. If our customers love the deer, that's our favorite today is deer. Foxes are now number 2 to deer.
I understand. Yes.
All right. So the first thing you want to do is get your website updated. And what's really interesting about your website is you don't even show off the ornaments above the fold.
Yeah.
Like you're an ornament company, and it's always Christmas. Santa's Ornament Shop. Orders will be shipped starting November 15th. Last shipping day is December 15th. No one cares. They just want the ornament, right? So we need to present what they want to see versus you're like, hey, My name's Anastasia, and I got some really bad news. Whatever you buy today, I'm not shipping you until November 15th. But it's always Christmas, so welcome to our store. And you're like, okay. That'd be like walking into someone's house and like, hey, glad you're here. My husband just farted, and the whole house stinks. I apologize, but come on in. Turkey's almost ready. You're like, I don't want turkey that smells like fart, you know? So we don't want that. We want to be like, welcome to Christmas shop. Guess what? Number one seller is Deers. Here it is. Here's how you go and buy it, right? Start your order process right now. And let's get to business. So let's start selling. So like we don't want to, we probably should take your website and do some beautiful things around it. But starting with this page, one is let's start with the deer. I would model what we already know works, which is the 2020 Christmas ornament website, where it shows people interacting with the page. I don't know if that's still up, and I think we deleted that domain. Let me look. Christmas
2020 Christmas.
ornaments. Yeah, I mean, I might have displayed that 2020. I think we might have deleted it. I don't know if I have an example of that anywhere. But what I would tell you is hit this page with 99 designs.
The ones that you see on the screen, right?
Yeah.
99 design. Right. I was gonna do that too, but like I said, I just not sure my approach is correct. For example, when Dante looked at it, he's like, "Oh, what is that stocking? What are you trying to say?" And for me, it's like, I didn't understand at first. You have to be super clear and very explanatory. Everything have to be like super clear, so and stuff like that. So I'm not sure I have to give them some good suggestions before I do a design. I know they can do a design for me, but I have to give the clear idea so customers would be interested in my product and purchase it from me. And I don't think I'm doing it right.
Well, first, I wouldn't do this ornament, right? I would do the deer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then it's pretty, I would say, basic. It's like, hey, I want the website to be Christmas colors. I want it to be red, green, blue, white. I want to have the focus primarily on this deer ornament. I want it to be able to show that they can order someone with one person, I'm assuming it's persons, right? Like one person, two, three, four,
Yes.
five. Okay, so I want them to see that they can order different quantities of people on the ornaments.
Mm-hmm.
I want to show different examples of people with different names. I would make all the years 2025 because on this page you have 2024,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's not 2024 anymore.
Right.
So we got to update all that stuff. Even on your website currently, you have 2016 ornaments.
Mm-hmm.
Those should be 2025 ornaments.
Okay.
Right? Everybody wants new, they don't want old. You don't go to a car like a car store website, like a car's website like Ford.com, and they're showing you a 2016 model,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're showing you 2026, 2025. Hey, here's the new and improved. This isn't on your grandma's tree, right? So
Okay.
then, you got like I think a really good website to probably come off of is Hallmark. Are you familiar with Hallmark?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I would look at how they sell Christmas ornaments. What are they talking about? What's the nostalgia that they're kind of ringing through the screen, if you will? And then I'd build out this page.
Mm-hmm.
I'd
Okay.
build out the same thing, and then you're going to you're going to put this script into a Word doc, and then give that to 99 Designs, and have them build out a sales page for you.
All right. Another question I have now when you mentioned it, when we were learning through tutorial, right, we would do one ornament, let's say one product, two product, number three would be, a deal. And so we go like up to 10, I think. So, but when you have an ornament with different options, how would you sell it? Do you want like do you think it should be all the family? Because like here this it's another page I'm getting confused. Like how do I sell when I have different amount of people for each ornament to make
Yeah,
a deal, to make a value sale or whatever you call it?
I would do buy two, get free shipping.
Okay.
Buy two
So
ornaments.
instead of doing like 1, 2, 3, I do show them that we have family of like couple, family of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the deal would be buy two get one free or free shipping.
Yeah, free shipping.
Free shipping.
You
Okay.
can do that in ClickFunnels. If it's over a certain amount, so if it's $12.95 per ornament and it reaches $24.95, you can say, hey, give them free shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, that would change. And for your ornaments, did you do just one funnel, or you tried a few different ones with a little bit different approach to see how people will react? I'm just not sure if I should maybe make 10 different funnels.
Well, we just made one.
Okay.
Yep. It just made one, but you got to give a reason for people to want it, right? So for us, we attached our Christmas ornaments to the news. So of course, 2020 was a really big year for us because of COVID. Everybody had COVID. Everybody experienced COVID. So we made a mockery of COVID. That it sold $2.5 million in Christmas ornaments at $12.95 each, which is great. That was of one type ornament. When we did the other two, the next 2 years, it didn't sell as well because that was when like aliens were coming out. So we did like an alien ornament. That one didn't take off. And then we did another 2021 ornament, and it was the vaccine. So we did a shot and something else, and that one didn't really do well either. So you really got to you got to find the hook that captures the attention of the consumer of why they're buying it. And it could be just something as simple as, shock. Grandma was shocked when she opened, reindeer or Rudolph, right? Like you can put a little comedy to it, you can put a little funniness to it, or a parody, or wherever you want. But you got to find that hook of what captures the attention of the consumer and says, "Oh yeah, we're totally getting one of these for grandma this year." Now, if it's not that, maybe you could turn it around and it could be a free plus shipping offer, where it's like, "Hey, Santa's ornaments is giving ornaments away this year, and you can get a free reindeer ornament today. Just pay shipping of $9.95." You could do that.
Okay. Have a lot of ornaments to play with.
But only reindeer. Like we're only talking about reindeer though. Because all your upsells it could be all your other ornaments. But you're never going to sell any other ornaments if you don't get anybody buying the first one.
Okay.
So we got to sell one first. Just worry, like you started naming off upsells earlier. Just worry about the order form. Because like without any flow through the order form, the upsells will never be seen. So we don't have to really talk about them yet. Like when we launch our offers, there is no upsells. It's straight the thank you page. Until we find that it does work, it does convert. Hey, this is scalable. Okay, now go put the energy, time, and effort in building the upsells. Go put the time and energy grabbing the inventory for those upsells. Because now we know we can scale it. Now we know we can increase the average order value. But until that order converts, there is no upsell path. It's just a thank you page. And it's very simple. It says, thanks for your order. It's being shipped soon.
All right. But I think you kind of do it like you don't even have inventory in first place, right? As far as I remember, you like trying to sell and then you,
correct.
Right. I have like it's all here in United States, big warehouse with all the stuff.
Yeah.
We might run out of stuff.
Good.
Yeah.
That'd be good. But I would again, the process is still the same for me.
Right.
I got reindeer. They're my number one selling. If you can't get reindeer to sell, you're not going to get another ornament to sell.
No, I understand. I'm just making it a little bit more clear because I have so many questions and I just want to make a very clear path starting early this year, trying to do everything right.
Well, you should be doing Christmas in July.
I will try to do that. Yes, I was so happy to be able to get here today and get
Yeah.
the time with you, so I understand where to go, like what to exactly do.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not sure, like do people understand what it is? Because it seems like you have to educate people. It's very different for me to work online. Because our website, we have it for a very long time, but it doesn't do well. And so when you're offline, people come to your store and you talk to them, and they loyal customers, they come every year, so they know everything. And for me, it's very different to be online because you have to educate people on every single step, and you're like, okay, like, how is it not clear it's a gift, or it can be a keepsake, you can give it to somebody, or like your friends or co-workers. How do you guys don't understand it? So this is a hard path for me right now, to understand how to present everything to customers so they would want to purchase it.
Do you currently have a store still, a physical store?
No, we only have it November and December open, just the Christmas
Oh,
season.
okay,
Mhm.
okay. Do you have any video of you selling to a customer?
uh on our Facebook page, we have like very old stuff, and we had a contest, and people came to store, and that Santa was shopping in our store,
That's
and I
cool.
put stuff like that.
Because what I would like to do is, especially this year, but even before this, is you have the video sales letter in your head. So you could go grab one of the deer ornaments and jump on camera like this and say, "Hey, welcome to Santa's Ornaments. My name is Nastasha. These are the ornaments we are, looking forward to selling and sending to our Valley customers this year." And then do your scripts as if a new person came up and said, "Oh, can you tell me about your ornaments?"
Mm-hmm.
This is our newest 2025 deer ornament. It comes in one person, two person, three person, four. So if you have a family of three, or if you have a family of four, or a family of five, you can choose which one fits your family. You'll also be able to order for your friends, your colleagues, and your relationships. So you can order multiple at the end. They're made of ceramic. They come in a nice box. We deliver before Christmas. We even send out a magic marker to write all the names on the ornament. We're doing a special today for $12.95 free shipping when you buy two. We look forward to your order. If you have any questions, we have a little bubble chat in the bottom window that goes straight to my phone. Click on that chat box, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have.
Oh, pretty much explain everything in one short thing.
Yeah.
How and why though, Anastasia? How and why? Because he
Mhm.
did it. He just did it, right? Like that's what I want to point out to everybody watching the stream too. He did it. Not every product Trey launches is a winner, but when he gets winners, they're big. And when we get the winners, we find what's working. And now Trey he sees the ecom frameworks. It's only because he did it. You can do the
Mhm.
exact same thing.
Right.
Yeah, I
I
love
will
that.
keep trying and see um, how it will work out. I'll try to do everything you said and check it out.
Well, the 99 design is going to be your best bet. That's going to get
Right.
you. That's going to get you started.
Right.
And that's going to solve your website problem too, Anastasia. Because, like, I looked at your site, there's definitely a ton of things that we could change about it, but we don't even have to touch anything on your site. Make the funnel, get a 99 Designs beautiful funnel that is clear, makes your brand look like $100 million brand, and then just put a button on your site that says our most popular seller. The button goes to the funnel. Boom, just send all your website traffic to the funnel that's high converting and gets them to buy that reindeer. Then, like Trey said, once you get that process, then we hit them with the whole upsell path.
Right. And then my other idea was this website built on Wix, and I was thinking to go to e-store that ClickFunnels have, but I just still can't figure out how to get there. I contacted tech support about it because my idea was to go all the way on the ClickFunnels, platform, and just to make it easier for myself. And I'm not sure how it's gonna look. I'm not sure
Yeah.
how designs and everything.
I love that, Anastasia. We have great frameworks. You can build out stores really simple, beautiful design, really clean. It'll be an immediate lift for what you currently have.
Exactly. So I'm not worried a whole lot about website, but I thank you so much. I appreciate all the ideas about website because I can use them for my new store
Absolutely.
on ClickFunnels. Thank you so much, guys.
Awesome.
Maybe made it more clear. Thank you.
You got it. Great questions. All right. Let's hop over to beautiful. We got Tom and Tanya, more funnels. Let's hop over to Tom. How we doing, man?
I'm doing great today. How about you guys?
Awesome.
So as you know, I launched just before the weekend, right around Flag Day, which is when my sale was running. I got a couple of sales. I didn't reach the targets I was looking for, so I was wondering if we could maybe kind of take a look and see if we can't look at some metrics and start optimizing if we have time to do that. I don't want to take up too much time for you.
That's Trey's expertise, and this is great stuff for everybody to learn here. Let's do it, Tom.
All right.
Dude, I'm jealous I'm not in Boise right now. Holy cow.
Just let me know if you can see my screen.
Got it.
Right on. All right. I guess the first thing we can do is go here. Let's do this.
Well, what did your stats look like, Tom? How many sales did we make?
Do you want to go back to that?
Let's exit. Let's take a look.
Sure. I only made 2. We'll let me ruin the suspense.
But no, dude, like you made 2 sales.
Yeah,
Sales.
I'm over the moon about it. Honestly, no, I really am.
Great.
The first one, I popped the champagne bottle, the whole thing. But
as you should. The thing is, like, and I appreciate you saying that. But dude, the amount of clients that have come to me that have been doing this for 5-10 years and have never made one sale is wild. And so, I'm like, I sometimes when I'm doing the OFA training and people come here, I'm like, maybe I should have made it a little bit harder for people to make sales, because when it comes this easy, I don't know. I just hope they understand, like, damn, like a lot of people struggle through that. We've made it really easy, and it's great that you made 2 sales. Like, appreciate that and hold on to that and know, like, dude, we can do some numbers, we can do some freaking numbers. But dude, the amount of struggle that people have is beyond. Like, I got a person who spent $100,000 with someone, 100 grand for them to sell their product. Did all the campaigns, they built the websites, did all the thing. They made 0 sales. Paid them 100 grand. They took out their 401k. Came over, OFA, boom. First, I don't know, month of building, made their first sale.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm excited, and that's exactly where I am. I mean, I want to start scaling.
Now we know we can make it better.
Yeah, fantastic.
And you got 2 sales out of only 300 page views, which is great, man.
That's good to hear. I mean,
that's great to hear. Scroll me down just a little bit. Let's see. We got 303 people to the sales page, and of that, we got 112 to go to our order form. We had a 34% opt-in rate, which means you got nice abandoned carts. Your list grew a little bit on this one, Tom.
Yeah. I know that the second one that I made, which was actually the day after my ads came down, had to be from a cart abandonment email. As a matter of fact, I even looked in the customer. I even tried to look through it, and I could see that he had opened it and clicked back through it, and he bought the item the next morning, which was great. I was like, wow, that's almost even better. I'd rather than buy it on the sales page, but I'll take it at cart abandonment email sale.
Yes.
So
that's the system.
You got 2 sales over 112.
2 sales over 112.
Is that what we saw, or are we down later?
Yes, Trey. 2 sales over 112.
Yeah.
He's saying 2 sales out of 112 page views.
Oh yeah, that's great.
There's a third sale in there, but that doesn't count because that was me ordering. I wanted to get the sample in, and I just went through the funnel. I actually went through the funnel to see that it was working, to be quite frank.
But all right, so that's how much is a bag?
So the single bag is 60. I can go to it. Let's do this. That's not going to do it.
So you made $120. You got 2 sales.
Yeah,
Both bought one
so
bag.
I bought each sale was one bag, and for one of the sales, I also sold the warranty as well.
So your average order value was like $65, $70.
We'll say average between, so that would be like 65 plus 12, 72, 65, probably like 60. My math isn't mathing. Somewhere between 65 and 78.
Yeah, so you're at like $1 per click.
I'm getting a 50-cent per click here on the metrics, but again, one of these was mine, so that doesn't count.
So you sent 300. You sent 300 people to your sales page, and then of those, you had 100 of them come to your order form.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Because I was like, you're practically a millionaire at this point. So, 67 over 3 over 112. I mean, that's a really good. I mean, the sales page is working because you're at. I want 25% moving from sales page to order form. So the flow there is not broke. That's working. You have a 38% opt-in rate. Also working. It's not broke. Where it got broke was your is maybe the orders like 2 over 100, but still you had a 2%, like 2 over 3 is where it's low because that's like under 1. So not enough of the 38 are ordering because that's a lot of people who are really interested.
Yep.
And then they jumped, and I'm assuming, is that the first time they saw the price?
The first time they see the price is on the order form, yeah.
When after they opted in though,
Yeah,
right?
yes, correct.
Yeah, so you got them when they opted in.
And I do use the V curve model.
How much do you pay for a bag?
I want to say it's 38 for me. I can double check. I just got to, because I'm sourcing them from Zendrop to dropship.
Oh,
So
okay.
And that's landed out the door, right? That's final cost.
That's final cost with shipping, yeah.
Okay. Do you know what you can buy them for?
No, I've never looked into it. I wanted to see if it was actually going to sell at all, and then I would start looking at other options and trying to. I mean, this was an OFA, a true OFA. I was one product. Let me just find a product.
Yeah, it's great.
And yeah, so I'm like, well, if it works, we'll go with it. If not, I'm happy to keep looking. I'm happy to keep, finding new ways to try to find customer, things that are proven to sell.
I love that. Okay, so I think you found a product that's able to sell, which is great. 2 things. One, we need to get it to convert a little bit better. I'd say twice as good, or more. Be at like I love to be at like a 3% click to order. So basically, if 300 people are clicking over, you sold 15. You sold 12 to 15 bags. Is what I would hope with 300 clicks. That'd give us a 5%. So what shows me is they're sticker shocked on the bag price. So I would probably start lowering that price to see where it starts giving.
Okay.
So I'd go from, you have what, at $59, I'd drop it to maybe 49.
Starting at 65 for one.
Oh, okay. So then drop it down to 59.
Yeah.
Then drop it to 49. Then drop it to 39.
One of the things that I had, my pricing was a little kind of, I had to make the pricing the way it did. I had to work backwards. So my 10 order for the V curve, on Zendrop, it had the lowest amount I could sell the bag for. So they gave me a price point that I couldn't go under. Sure. So I figured the best deal I had was the 10 for, so $499.99. There you go. There's your 10. And then I worked my math backward to get to the one bag. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Maybe remove the 10 for now. So that way it's not becoming like a roadblock. And just do like, and then remove like 4 and 5 and just keep the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Okay.
For now. And just see if we can go from 65 to 59.95. Are you charging shipping or are you doing free shipping?
No, free shipping across the board.
Okay, cool. Because
that's part of the sales. It's part of the sales page.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. So let me see here. Alibaba. I'm just going to Alibaba, look at stuff real quick. And then Dante, while I was working in the background, I got something for you.
Sweet.
Yeah, I sent it via text. Let's see on Alibaba. Let's see backpack. So I'm thinking you can get these bags for maybe like $8, $9 landed. Because they come flat. You look like a guy who's probably been to a gun show once or twice.
No.
No? Oh. So if you go to these gun shows, they sell these backpacks, but they come in Tyveks and they're absolutely flat. So they ship, you can put a ton of these into a container, put a ton of these into a box. They're very, very easy to ship. So I think you could get a bag like this. And what's really interesting is the bag that you're showing, there's 3 different bags that are on this image that we're seeing right now.
Yep.
So I'd be a very confused consumer.
We're talking this image here.
Yeah, because like that one, so the image on the left has 3 pockets on the back. The image on the right has 2 pockets. And then the image in the middle with the flag on the top has no sides, like it shows in the picture on the right and the left.
Yeah. You have a better eye than I did. I didn't catch it. Yeah.
So do the consumers.
Yeah.
They'll see all that. Because like these guys who are buying these bags, dude, their eyes for glitch is wild. Like they'll see that you got congratulations misspelled by a letter. So that you got to fix that.
Yeah. And I have one on order too. So as soon as that comes in, I had planned on taking real images anyway.
Yeah, Trey, wait till you see this and how excited I am for Tom because he's got pretty much all AI images across the board. He hasn't even done his own imaging.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Just make sure the images look, the same, right?
Yeah, and so part of me was going through a combination of ChatGPT. I think that's all really I use actually, and I just kept running it through because it wasn't perfect. I uploaded my product image and then asked for images, in action, so forth, using all the prompts, and they don't always come out exactly the way you want them to look. So
Sure.
you just keep running them through, and choose the best ones I could find. I made these icons there as well. That is the actual backpack. That's what you'll see on Zendrop. That's what it looks like there.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so that's the real one. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Let me just see that. Yeah, so even this one, you can see it's not identical. Now I'm looking for all the differences. I was looking for the differences, just I just didn't catch them.
I don't know if I would have had that say sold out like that. Let's see, because I know we had that in the template, but the way we did this would be like, oh, I guess I can't get it. So you might
Would you make it?
Yeah, more detailed, like sold out. Like where's it sold out at? Like sold out everywhere besides here, right? Because what does it say? Due to widespread sellout, it's caused by extreme weather conditions and logistical delays. And Tom, you need to update your copy to what's going on in the world.
Okay.
Due to widespread military, Iran and Israel war zone, according to the U.S., might be feeling strikes. China's coming in hot. People are, currently running to retail stores and depleting their inventory, which is why we have good news. We still have inventory in our store. So I would say sold out in retail stores. Right? So anytime that you can connect yourself to the news, the better off you are. Like right now, you're in a perfect scenario for news along survival. There's always something going on, right? That you can like for my aviation group, guess what we're talking about? Air India.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's in the news. Everything that's in the news. Attach yourself, become, like I told this on a different call, become the news of your niche. Become the news of your niche. And in your sales pages, that news should be present. And I got golf carts we're selling. You know what we're selling? You know how we're selling golf carts? Tariff-free golf carts. Tariff-free. What's in the news? Tariffs. Connect yourself to the news. Let the news media do the heavy lifting, and you make the sales.
Copy that.
Hey there.
Cool.
Tom, let's go look at that order form really quick. Oh no, have I lagged out?
No, you're here.
Okay, has Tom lagged out? Oh, Tom, let's go look at your order form really quick. Left-hand side, there he is. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now we're back.
Yeah, something happened there. The internet.
All good.
Come on. Just let me know if you want me to scroll or.
Well, that's the price. It's the price. I think it's the price for now. So I would start lowering the price because that's where your drop off is. That's what I mean. Everything's working. There's nothing to change.
Okay.
It looks really good. Now I will say I do have a change for you.
Okay.
No one enjoys paying for anything. So I always like number 2 where it says billing info, I would say select quantity. Everybody wants to receive, no one wants to pay. And then
select quantity. I love it.
Yeah, select quantity. And then click here for 60% off. So that would say apply for 60% off on that button. I make that button. So see how your button color is the same color as the tab on number 1?
Yeah.
So there's no real like difference of what a button will look like versus what a tab might look like.
You know, and it's funny that you say that because my buttons everywhere else is that dark blue. So why did I change it?
Yeah, so keep it the same. Yeah, if you got dark blue, then keep them dark blue. So that way you're training your user what buttons are buttons.
Yeah.
Something that I like to do is ClickFunnels is great at this. Is on that button you can add an icon to the left, and I always put the mouse icon there.
Should I do that for all of them or just want this one?
I do
my
it for
buttons?
this. I do. I know. I just
Okay.
do it for that.
Cool. And then of course down here, that's that. I did go to Clarity. So I didn't run for 3 days. I ran for 5 days. Just so you know. So I don't know if that changes things. I guess not really. The quantities are the quantities. But I ran it because I had I had another Flag Day sale and I wanted to make sure that ended. So I just let it go the extra 2 days.
Yeah. No, I mean, dude, this backpack's been selling for years. Like, it's a great product. It's a great product. I mean, it'll continue to sell. Everybody's always looking for bug out bags.
Okay. So the changes that I'll make are, I think if I'm hearing you correctly, it's mostly on price point.
Yeah.
So
I'll remove let's see what number 2 looks like. Show me that.
Show you what number 2 looks like.
Yeah, sorry. Show me what the pricing structure looks like. Oh, that's funny. That's so funny. You have confliction. So basically, the American Terrain tag was available with 60% discount plus free shipping. And then you have it's been applied, but then you have apply for a discount.
Yeah, right.
So I would just remove that green entirely. You don't need it. This page looks really good, by the way.
Yes.
I didn't give you a compliment yet.
Pardon
It
me?
does. This page looks great. You did
This
very
is
well.
right
I don't
on-
know if
I
you
mean, this is
designed it
right out of your
or
template, man. You know, so thank
Yeah.
you.
oh yeah, well you did a good job templating the template.
Yeah, Tom, you could delete just like you were before. That was perfect. Yep.
This guy right here.
Mm-hmm. Bingo. So Trey, what are your next thoughts for Tom? Should Tom now be starting to look to source the product himself and make a bulk purchase? Like, are we, or should he be going to 99 Designs and getting just a better design and layout of the page and then run it again? Like, what should next steps for Tom be here?
So what I'm looking at is the numbers look good. Everything looks clean. We have people visiting the page. We have people going from sales page to order form at a 25 to 30%. So that's clean. Nothing. No, I would change nothing. If we have opt-ins at 35%, which is on the higher side, which is good. So again, nothing to change. Where they're dropping is the price. So the only thing that they're dropping off of right now is because of the price. They don't feel the value is there for the price. So we need to find out where that is. Now, Tom, you do have some pretty good content. You got 34 people who you can call. And I would make calls to those people and say, hey, saw that you're interested in our bag. It looks like you put your information in, which I appreciate. Was there anything confusing, conflicting, or questions you had regarding the bag?
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Like this, again, this is a very common product. The people who are buying these bags are educated in the space that the price of the bag, they're going to know what that looks like, right? So you either have to attach your bag to something else so they can't compare the price, or your bag has to have something different with it that they've never seen before. A really good example of this is the German shaver. So there's this unique German shaver you can get on Amazon, and that German shaver is like $109. But then you got another guy selling his for $150. But his comes with a kit. It comes with a little shave cream brush, a little stand that the brush stands on, and then a bucket of what the whatever the shaving cream sits in. Well, he's buying the shaver for the same price the other guy's buying it for. But then he went to China and bought a $3 stand that he added to the product and jumped up $50. But because of the German quality in the brand, the stand looks as if it's the same brand and quality. So he's able to double the price, making crazy margins. We do the same thing in our house is we'll buy one piece of furniture from RH, which, the furniture is like 5-7 grand. But then we'll buy 2 tables from Wayfair and set them right next to it. Well, when people come over, they're like, oh my gosh, you have Wayfair furniture and the tables? Sure. No, the tables cost $30, but they think it's a $500 table because we have a Wayfair couch. It's the same thing. So we got to figure out, what you can add or the things you can change, or you just lower the price.
Logistically, it seems, because I am using ZenDrop right now, and I think
that's just for testing though. So don't worry, it is what it is.
All right.
Figure that part out. Like if one box goes through ZenDrop and you Amazon the other one, so be it. And just send out an email and say, hey, packages may arrive in different boxes.
Okay.
Yep.
Don't let those be things that hold you back. The first 20 customers is all tests. If they ever buy from you again, it is what it is, right?
See, I was under the assumption that once you start drop shipping with these guys, not really sure where the jump off was with that, where you start sourcing your other products. Or really
I would do it at 20 conversions.
I'm very new to the space, by the way, if you haven't been able to tell by now.
No, I would do 20 conversions and then jump.
Okay. And then would I try to source it again from them, or how would I find it? Because if I want to use the same item, you know.
I already found your item. It was on Alibaba.com. It's for $7.
That was the flat one, right?
No, it shows it just like this.
Oh, okay, okay.
I just know this space. I just
Okay.
know they come in flat packages.
It's the same bag though.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Like when the bag arrives at the doorstep, it don't look like that.
Right. Right. It's on Alibaba, you said.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll look for it. And then again, once that happens, then what? I'm buying. I mean, if I sell 20 here,
100.
okay. Okay.
100 or so.
And then I'll even be a little bit more freer with my pricing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll be even a little bit more
let's show
freer
you.
with being able to bundle it with other items to increase the value, perceived
Yeah, here.
value on it.
I'm gonna see if I can request.
Yeah, I got you.
Great. I don't want to.
That's what it looks like.
Right.
So comes out like that. But that's how it's shipped.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look for it. So I'll continue here with what I'm doing now until what? Until I start, like you said, trying to get those conversion rates up. Once I sell 20, if I sell 20, jump on over to Alibaba, grab a couple of 3-digit numbers of those.
100. Yeah, I'd grab 100. That's
And
a
then, of course,
thousand. That's a
and then of
thousand.
course, 1,000. Yeah. And then of
Well,
course fulfillment will.
$700 or so. Because if you get them for $7 and you grab 100 of them, that's $700 in inventory.
Yeah.
But you're selling them though, right?
Right, but
So,
right
like,
now the sales that I'm doing isn't making up. I'm forgetting about the cost of the package. The sales didn't make up for the ad cost because I did 3 times the 60, 65.
Oh, so well, okay. However, we're not converting. You're converting at like 0.70%
Right.
of your clicks. You got everything's working. So drop your price to 39, drop your price to 29, and we get 3% to 5% to purchase. Then we got 15 conversions at $30. Okay, 15 times 30, which is $450 in sales. How much did you spend in ad spend?
Ad spend per day was 200
So how much did you spend in total?
times 5.
So you spent 1,000?
Yeah.
Okay, and you got 2 sales.
It went, yeah.
So
It went a little under.
$1,000.
That's what I had set up. It did go a little under. I think the actual total ended up at 850.
Okay, so rewind. If you spend $1,000 and you only got 300 clicks, you're paying $3 per click, which is really high. Really high. Is that your first time running Facebook ads?
I run Facebook ads for a guitar repair company that I do, but not for e-com.
Under the same business manager though?
No. Totally
Okay.
different.
Facebook probably slapped you a little bit. I would roll that back and do like $25 a day. Because your CPM costs had to be like crazy big. Like it had to be like $40 for CPMs. Do you remember?
I can look at it actually. Let's see here. Do you mind if I share again?
Yeah, go ahead. Am I still sharing?
No, you're not, Trey. You're good.
Just let me know if you're seeing
We got you.
Facebook ads. All right. So yeah, so this is what I did. I'm on the ad side right now. Um, doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, it doesn't give me a.
So go to columns performance dropdown, and let's look at performance and clicks. Oh, let's see, just hover over it. Let's see if that
Oh,
one gives us
sorry
CPM.
about that.
That's good. That's fine.
All right. Oh, here we go. Oh my.
Yeah, dude, like that's silly. You should be at $15. So what that tells, so two things are wrong. So two things are broke. So the first thing is your Facebook ads are broke. Because your CPM's like, that's not, I mean, you're below average on the conversion rate ranking and you're bottom 35% of all ads. Like everything's below average, which obviously that gives you that 95. So, which means we would need to redo your Facebook ads and be more direct. Like I would call people out and talk to them.
Okay. It's funny because I actually redid all the ads yesterday just to prepare for this, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so I'm looking, I would start spending, maybe Facebook's hating on you right now just because it's a new ad account. Start at like $15 a day.
Okay.
And I'm looking to get that CPM down to like $15 to $20.
Okay. All right.
Let's look at, did you do dynamic ad?
I did. Well, so as I was setting them up, they kept flashing me. Facebook was flashing me with the idea that dynamic ads were going away in lieu of, I think they were calling it flex ads. I don't know that it's much different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still used it.
Okay. And so let's look at it real quick.
Want to go to the ad itself?
Yeah.
Let's do Yeah, some of these images I didn't love, but
So yeah, you need to sell. There's just no like hook or anything. It's just like, hey, this is a really cool bag. You should check it out, which is blah. It needs to be in their face. We're 3 days out from war. Are you prepared?
right.
When's the last time you updated your bug out bag? It's no wonder military, Marines, and Army have flooded the retail stores selling out worldwide of these bags because of the detriment that the country and other countries are in right now. We still have a few left. Get them while you can.
Take that one, Tom.
Yeah.
It's
And then
no
have
wonder.
ChatGPT read those. Be like, ChatGPT, give me the worst case scenario. Like, why would people need a bug out bag in this scenario in 2025 of June? Why are people buying bug out bags? Create headlines, create hooks for me.
Right. So I think originally my target was for people hiking, camping. We're looks like we're targeting a completely different demo then.
That's not this bag. You're selling a tactical bag.
Right.
This is for bug out bags. If you want to do a hiking bag, way different bag.
Copy that. No, that's fine though. Yeah.
Yeah, this is you even called it a tactical bag.
Yeah, that's how so I renamed it slightly, but it's ultimately the military tactical bag. Yeah.
Yeah, so then sell to military, sell to tactical, sell to army, sell to Marines, sell to police, sell to survivalists. That's who's buying these bags right now. And they're going to share these links with people like, told you so, told you so, told you so. You need to have your prep out bag. Like, to give you an idea, my brother's father-in-law, he's a huge prepper. He bought 4 of these bags for his kids and his in-laws, and put all the stuff that goes in those bags for them, and then gave them as Christmas gifts.
Yeah. That was one of the reasons why I thought it was a good product, because I could see how multiples would be sent, sold.
Where are you located?
I'm in New York.
You're in New York. There's gun stores in New York, isn't there?
Not as many as there used to be.
Go find a local gun store, or go to a state with local gun store like Vermont. Walk in the door and have your phone on and say, what do you think about the current environment?
Right.
That's all you ask. And let them talk. And they will give you the most beautiful scripted VSL you could ever ask for.
Right. Yeah.
Because those people are in it every day. They're in the trenches. They're on the chats. They're on the Reddits. They're talking to their war buddies, and they're talking, and they're using the language that you would use in your ads. And as soon as you nail that language, you'll get $15 CPMs.
Yep.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Yes. That'd be great, man. That'd be really good. So that's our first goal, is to get these ads down to $15 CPMs, and then start looking at sales. So I started at like $20 a day with your new ads. And but I'll go do your homework first. Go visit the Reddits, go visit the gun stores, go make a day of it, have some fun, maybe you'll buy a gun. And figure out why they're, and ask them about tactical bags. They're like, they probably sell them. Ask them about them. Like, why? What's the whole thing with tactical bags? What do you put in it? Why? How much ammo you load? How many guns should I have? What YouTube channel should I follow? What podcast should I listen to? Now, if you're like, I'm not all about the hunting space and you want more adventure, vice versa. Go to like a REI, or like an outdoors climbing wall facility, and be like, hey, look at this bag. Would you guys ever use this bag? What bags do you use? Like, understand your avatar, understand who's buying these bags, why they're buying it, what types of bags they're buying, and how much they're buying them for, and what their VSLs are, what their reasons are for a bag. That, like, you got to get that language out in the ads.
Yeah. So the more you're speaking, the more I'm looking at my ads and realizing I'm not hitting who I'm supposed to be hitting. I can just tell.
But you're doing both. So like, you're selling a tactical bag to adventurers, and so you got to choose.
Yeah. I think the former. I think the more tactical side is probably. I think that's probably more where it's at.
I mean, if you want to bolt onto the news, absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That almost, yeah, it'll write itself.
That'll write itself. Yes, it will. You're just joining the shoulders of giants at that point. Like, let Fox, CNN, and MSNBC and TikTok and all them do all the heavy lifting, and then you're just like, hey, by the way, I'm over here selling
I'm just gonna record the feed and then put it to ChatGPT.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that'll work. That'd be great. Okay, does that help, man?
Yeah, this has been fantastic. I don't want to. I've taken all of your time here, so I apologize to everybody else. But thank you. So hopefully somebody else got some good ideas from here for themselves. But I really do appreciate the time, though.
Yep. Well, you're welcome. Too bad Anastasia. I think Anastasia left us. Boy, did I have a Christmas gift for her. So let me share my screen real quick. So this is for everybody that's been on the call earlier. So basically what I did was I took a screenshot of the picture, the image that's on her website, And where was that at? Santa's ornaments. So I literally went over here, took a picture of her ornament. Oh, I don't know. There it is, right there. I took a picture of this. So I grabbed this image. Okay. I said, hey, take this image and have a Christmas background, have a young girl lady in Christmas holding it. So he gave me this. I uploaded the image. I said, now have her hold the Christmas product attached. I probably should have gave it dimensions because it came out a little bit big. That's probably bigger than what it actually is. But look how clean that is. That looks real nice. Right? Like it perfected it. It took out, it even took out all the background.
Yeah.
Like I gave it with all the tree and everything. Wow, it even had a leaf over it. Did it capture that? Oh my gosh, it took
That's
the leaf out.
amazing. Wow.
Took the leaf out. Okay, well, there's that.
2025.
Then I went to HeyGen and I was like, hey, this is my avatar. Okay. I right clicked on it down here. I said add motion. So now look what we got.
Welcome to the new era of video creation with HeyGen. Simply type your script to get started.
Huh.
I got this girl holding my Christmas ornament in a Christmas outfit in the middle of June, about to let me type anything I want into her lips and let her sell this Christmas ornament.
While teaching people the foundations of e-com and helping them in their businesses.
That's right. I did it all in the background while we were chatting. How cool is that?
It's amazing.
Like this is how we move, my friends. This is like you gotta keep up. You gotta keep up. Check this out. I want to show you something else. So this is using the same thing I just showed you. Look at this. 5.8 million views of this lady who was built in ChatGPT.
Did you know that if you're constantly anxious, can't sleep at night?
Talking on stage, blurred background, has a microphone, is older, better demographic,
Always want sweets and
talking about cortisol levels and how you can buy this beetroot from this company. It's a 3-minute video of a VSL of her just talking.
Fresh, organic.
Now, something that we just kind of honed in with Tom. Did they get it right on the first shot? Was this the first video that they posted from ChatGPT and HeyGen and got 5.8 million views? Lucky them. Absolutely not. We can scroll down and see how many they started with. Started with this guy. Okay, they got 1,100. They did this one, then this one, then this one. Like you can see the evolution that they kept trying. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Then they started getting some traction here. 16,000. Got some more traction. 136, 174, 400,000, 908, 5.8, and 6.7. So you can see the evolution of what they had and what they started with, but they kept going. So not what that means is, no one ever hits it on the first try. Some do. But you just got to keep going. You got to keep new ads, get it dialed in, get it right. And now guess what? They can put Spark ads behind this video to increase these views, to get more impressions so people can see this, since they know it's converting now, to sell their product. Same thing with Tom. Like Tom, I could build an avatar holding your bag and talking about how bad the environment is right now. Like, look at this guy. Let me see if I can find him. Here's a power bank. Okay. Sorry, my Wi-Fi is a little slow. Military guy. Bald head. Looks like a Marine. First thing he said.
China attacks the United States.
When China attacks the United States.
There's going to be one thing that's completely gone from us, and that's going to be the power grid.
The first thing to take out from us is the power grid. Okay, he's leading up to something.
We're going to get hit with EMPs that's going to take out our electricity, our Wi-Fi, and our internet for months. And you're not going to be able to use your phone because it's eventually going to die out. And that's why if you don't have one of these, you need to get one now. This is the strongest solar power.
All right, so this video has gotten 14 million impressions over the last 146 days. They've put ads behind it. Looks like 200 grand in ads. They've seen anywhere between 1,600 to 19,000 conversions on this one video. If we look at the total GMV, which is gross market, then we're looking at $3.6 million on this product, which is a $39 product. Ad spend is $1 million. Product price is $39. Cost them about $10 to make, so they've made $1 million in profit in 3 months. So now I can go here. Look at this. I can click on this.
When China
And I can say extract the script. So I can grab his script. I can upload that to HeyGen, who's holding my power bank, who's a military vet, tattooed, big muscles, maybe some guns in the background, and have him say the same thing, deploy the same product, push ads behind it, and probably get similar results. Don't make this too hard on yourself. There's ways to make money. Just follow the flow is what I like to say. So I'm using PyPy ads here to look at products, see what's happening, see what's working. I do like this though. This is pretty cool. You can see ads and sales data, and then you can pop over here to see the competition. So it shows other people who are selling the same device, how much they're running, how much DMV they're doing. And then you can tap into here. So like this guy, 56,000. I can see what ads they're running, and I can see what influencers are doing volume on their platforms. This one has 177,000 impressions. This guy has 45,000. I can look at those videos.
You're not going to believe it, but
I can download that script as well, make more videos. Like, it's freaking limitless with the tools you guys have at your fingertips now.
And gang, what Trey just showed you is the future. Literally the future.
I don't know if it's the future, bro. I think it's the present.
I agree.
It's like, it's here. We're in it.
Mm-hmm.
We are in it. This is actually, I found this because
You know that
I watched the first 2 minutes not knowing it was AI. I feel like I'm a pretty good detector. I got my little radar, my AI radar up, and dude, I didn't detect it until the very end. I was like, wait, this girl's not even real. Oh my gosh. Like, that's sick. Freaking sick. Like,
amazing.
In high school, watching a calculus class can freaking be building these AI bots, deploying them over to TikTok, and making more money than he'll graduate. Like, I don't know what a freshman in college right now is going to do in 5 years. Like when they graduate.
No
I
clue.
have no idea. I went into a college campus 2 months ago. I was at the Mizzou campus in Missouri. It's one of our largest campuses. And I'm looking at all these kids studying for their finals. And I'm like, and I remember that. I studied for finals. I was stressing the hell out. And I just kept thinking to myself, why are these kids not in the dorm rooms right now on TikTok Shop making $1,000 a day? They're here studying for finals where they're going to go make less money than they could with TikTok Shop. And I don't know if they're going to have a job in 5 years. Some of them might. But it's like, I mean, I got a 3-year-old. No idea what that dude's going to be doing. You know, he might be sitting in a chair with a TV that's linked up to his brain. I have no idea. It's pretty crazy. But anyways, yes, so I got to run, but this has been a great call today, my friends. A lot of learning stuff. Go listen to the recording as always. Always so much to share, but real quickly, like, I think what you should take away here is we had a product, a Christmas ornament. We know what the best selling was. I couldn't find the reindeer, so I used the fox. Real quickly, I created an avatar with ChatGPT, got an image of her, put her into HeyGen. Now she's ready. She's animated, and I can script her out. I can create different scenes. I can make her do different things, which is pretty cool. So like, now's the time where you don't even need to find user-generated content from people. You can literally have ChatGPT put the product in their hand, have them talk about it, sell it, and that's your ads. You know, that's your ads. So appreciate you guys being on here. Great, freaking fantastic call. You know, go implement, go do the big thing.
Fantastic call, Trey. Thank you so much for sharing everything and giving all your wisdom today. We appreciate it more than you even know. I'll let you go. Go have fun with Russell. I'm going to sit over here just being peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter. I'll be the bread. I'll be. All right, buddy. See you, buddy. Thank you.
Appreciate you so much, man. Have a great one. Gang, that was awesome. Okay, so he just said something. I was just going to end it, but I got to talk for just a minute. UGC is user generated content. UGC has been really popular for the past 3 years, especially amongst the software and technology space, especially in physical products like you just saw, the power bank charger, people selling that charger, creating their own UGC around it. So for the past 3 years, software has really been pushing to make UGC, and you have no idea the lengths that they go to make that UGC. They have a team of advertisers and producers that write a script for somebody to read into a camera. Then they fly that person out to come to a studio that they've very specifically set up to have the look and feel to fit the script that they wrote. That person, they fly them out, they sit down, they read the script. Then that person leaves. They send it to the editors. The editors edit together a video to make it look like really grassroots and really simply built. It's so genetic, it's so engineered. It's such a process. There's a tremendous amount of cost that goes into it. And we've been doing this for years. No longer. No more. What Trey just showed you, I need you all to know what Trey just showed is the present and will be the future. Everybody wants to know where the trends are. Gang, you got Gary Vee shouting from the tops of a rooftop right now, live shopping is the future. He's not wrong. Live shopping is amazing. UGC is the future. They're not wrong. UGC is converting like crazy. Everybody wants a competitive edge. Everybody wants an unfair advantage, and that's a good thing. We should all be searching for those competitive edges and those unfair advantages. What Trey just showed you right there is exactly what everybody can focus on for a year. Even if, I know this is the ecom session, even if you're not an ecom, even if you're an expert, learning how to use those softwares right there, PyPy ads to find things that are working. What was the other one? That is HeyGen. HeyGen is awesome video editing software. Just learn that system. Learn that system. Learn how those work. And now we're just making hooks. That was such a great masterclass on hooks, on marketing, on aligning my product and service with the noise that is currently in the marketplace. That was all gold. So now our day is spent around like for Tom, for example. Once he continues to work on the order form, get it converting, and he gets his price point locked in, and once he has a solid order form, a solid funnel that's converting anywhere from 3 to 5%, and he has his CPMs down anywhere around $15, $20, right? Once he has that, Tom's entire day comes down to creating UGC, having these TikTok videos that he's making. It's completely free advertising. Make a TikTok account that can be literally an AI robot that talks about all the different survival gear out there. And then guess what? Tom's got products for all the things he's posting about. No actors, no code, no developers, no flying people across the country. Make a robot to sell your products and services. It's happening right now. This is like the wave. This is the thing that over the next 3 years, you guys are going to see courses and influencers and gurus popping up like crazy saying, I want to teach you the system to finally making money online. I've cracked the code to finally making money online. I tried this. None of it ever worked until I tried this thing. And now I'm consistently making money online. They're all going to be teaching this thing right here. I promise it is such a good use of your time. Go master this process. Go master this. It is simple. It is easy. Everybody here can do it. Man, gang, it is effective. It is super, super effective. So that was awesome. I'm fired up right now. Trey's in Boise and I'm not there, which makes me super sad, but that was a really great training. It is 1:20 119. We'll call at 1:20 Eastern Standard Time. We do have our 2 p.m. session, so we're going to be starting that. I'll let you guys go for now. Go grab a quick snack. Be back rocking and rolling for 2 o'clock. But great job, everybody. Momentum is real. It's building. You guys are doing amazing. Just like Tom, make sure as you get your wins that come through, celebrate the small wins. Small hinges swing big doors. Even if it's just one sale that comes through, pop champagne. Because Trey is right. By working in OFA, I've seen it a lot, where people, even experienced e-commerce owners, come over. You know, I've worked with many people that have made millions on Amazon and eBay and all over the place, and then they come in, they're very accomplished in the e-commerce space, and they try and do these things, and they can't. With all their success, with all their knowledge, they can't do the thing sometimes, and it takes a process of tweaking, optimizing, getting messaging right. But you guys are doing the thing. So I really, truly do. I hope you feel proud of yourselves for it. It's big things we're building every single day here. So great job to you guys. It's awesome to be with you. I'll close